Magna Carta is one of the most famous documents in English history. But when you actually read it, it can be rather disappointing. It has no stirring statements about the rights of man or all men being created equal. In fact, it has rather more to say about fish weirs on the Thames and inheritance tax. But in the midst of all this detail, a few clauses still ring out a clear message.
No free man shall be seized, imprisoned, dispossessed, outlawed, exiled, or ruined in any way, nor shall we attack him except by the lawful judgment of his peers and the law of the land.
Or this:
to no one will we sell, deny, or delay right or justice.
The reverberations of this crucial clause are with us to this day. When we debate whether we can justify imprisoning terrorist suspects for 28 days or 56 days or 90 days, we're referring back to the principles in this document sealed by John in 1215. It was a revolutionary moment. Royal whim would no longer decide the fate of a subject. Magna Carta was the beginning of an irreversible process, the shifting of power away from the king towards his subjects. Inside this building is an enormous chamber, known at the time as the most capacious room in Christendom. It was here that the king gathered his most powerful men when he needed to discuss matters of importance: war, inheritance, relations with the church. And it was these conversations that gave this new institution its name, from the French word parler, to talk. This is Westminster Hall, the heart of the Palace of Westminster, the birthplace of the English Parliament. Westminster Hall has been in continuous use for 900 years. Medieval kings took advice here from favoured lords and clergy. What we think of today as Parliament, a place where laws are made, evolved here. Not because medieval monarchs wanted democracy, but because they needed cash. In the 13th century, a series of expensive wars meant the king had to increase taxes, everybody's taxes. To avoid open revolt, he had to open up these assemblies to others beyond earls and barons, to those a little bit further down the social scale, eventually including members of the emerging merchant class. From such prosaic necessity was democracy born.